Good morning, students. Today here we are again with a new topic, relation between electric field and electric potential. Okay, here we have already studied about the potential due to a point. Now suppose there is a point charge over here, let us say Q. It is at distance, let us say at point P, which is at distance R. The electric field will be in the direction of this, okay, as it is a positive charge, and the electric field will be given at this point by the formula kq by r square. Okay, and this will be in the vector form. Direction is very important in electric field, so it is a vector form, and the electric potential at the same point will be given by kq by r. We have already studied it, and it is a scalar quantity. Okay, scalar quantity. Now remember one line. Remember, what you need to remember is potential will always decrease in the direction of electric field. Whenever you are going from this to this, potential will always increase. Potential always decreases in direction of electric field. Okay, remember. Let us study it with example. Suppose I have point Q over here. This is a point charge. Suppose say it is 1 meter, 2 meter, 3 meter and so on. So what will the electric potential at this point? It will be V is equals to KQ by R. And what is R? R here it will be 1. Here it will be KQ by 2, KQ by 3. So as the denominator goes on increasing, the electric potential goes on decreasing. So electric potential always decreases in the direction of electric field. Okay, I hope so this is very clear to you all. Okay, here you can also see the difference in this, both the formula is only of an R. Okay, so now we'll try to study about the relation between E and V. Relation between E and V. Okay, let us assume that there is a uniform electric field. This is the condition only for uniform electric field. Suppose there is a uniform electric field. There is a point charge kept inside it. Let us name it Q. Okay, and it has to be moved from one place to another. So the electric force in this field due to this point charge at this point will be equal to QE. Force due to this charge. Okay, force will be QE. Okay, so let us write down force is equal to QE. Now what is electric potential? Electric potential is work done against the field. V is equal to work done by external agent from bringing, let us say this is point 1, this is point 2. Okay, work done by external agent, and the distance between them is, let us say, will come in very slow movement, so that there is no change in kinetic energy. Let us say it is dr. Okay, or you can say dx or anything. Okay, work done by external agent in bringing the charge from point 2 to point 1. Okay, what will be the formula for work? Work is equal to force into displacement. Okay, and per unit charge. Okay, the charge which you want to bring it. So the force we know minus QE, it is because the potential is in the direction opposite to it. Okay, minus QE into delta x or delta r dr or delta r you can write upon Q. Okay, so what does this mean? This QQ will get cancelled, and ultimately the answer will be I can here write 1 to 2. Okay, so what will be my answer? V 1 to 2 will be equal to minus E delta R. Okay, this will be a dot product. Okay, this will be a dot product, because here it can be cos theta also. You can, if you want to remove the dot product, you can write E delta R cos theta, which you will know in further classes when you study in detail about it. Okay, but for right now you need to consider only this. Okay, electric potential difference delta V is equals to minus E dot delta R. Okay, and what will be the direction of this? There will be no direction, because potential is a scalar quantity. Potential is not a vector quantity. Okay, I hope this is very clear to you. Then we shall move forward. Okay, remember this formula, it might be used in the further lectures. Okay, now let us study about electric field due to number of charges or system of charges. Potential due to system of charges. System of charges. Okay, let us say we need to find the potential at this point. This is Q1 charge, this is Q2 charge, this is Q3 charge, this is Q4 charge. Okay, let us say the distance R1, R2, R3, R4. Okay, there can be anything. Suppose this is point O. Then the potential at point O will be based on the principle of superposition. Will be equal to potential due to point 1, potential due to point 2, potential due to point 3, and potential due to point 4. And if there are n number of charges, then it will be due to potential at n points, which will be equal to kq by r1 plus kq by r2 plus kq by these are small charges. Okay, kq by r3 and plus you can take it up to kq n by rn. Okay, I hope this is very clear to you. So I can take common q1 by r1 plus q2 by r2 plus qn by rn. This will be the potential on the system due to system of charges. Now if the charges are spread on any body, then you can again do it with using the formula for charge density, volume density, or area density, depending on the what type of area you have. Okay, so last time we have already studied about the electric field on a sphere due to the charge on its surface. Okay, what was the formula for it? Just remember the formula. The formula was kq by r square. Okay, so the electric potential due to it will be kq by r due to a sphere. Here you can integrate also. Suppose if there is you can write this in this manner also. If you are dividing the sphere or any object in small parts, then rho volume density will come into effect. So you can write this in this manner also, dr. This can also be the formula for it. Okay, I hope this is very clear to you. Now this is due to the point which is outside the sphere. Suppose let us take this is a sphere. Okay, the point charges are spread all over the surface. Okay, then the potential at this point, let us say the radius of this is r, and the potential due to this point charges from the center of the sphere, let this be r, will be equal to this formula, as we have seen in the previous chapter, that is electric field due to a sphere. Okay, I hope this is very clear to you. Now again, if the point is inside, okay, now if the point is inside, if this is a sphere, let us say this is a point, this is a center. If you want to find electric potential at point this, okay, this radius is r, this is r, then what will be the electric potential at this point? First of all, let us remember what is the electric field at this point. Electric field at the point inside the charge, if anyone remembers, it was 0. Just refer to the previous lectures before going through this. Okay, now when the electric field is 0, if electric field at any point inside this is 0, then what will be the force required to go? Potential between 2 points will be equal. Potential between any 2 points will be equal, will not be equal to 0. Potential will not be equal to 0, but what it will be? the change in potential, okay, we are always talking in different potential difference, will be 0. Potential difference will be 0, but the potential will not be equal to 0. So suppose if I take this as 1 point, this as 0.2, this as 0.3, then V1 will be equal to V2 will be equal to V3, which will be equal to KQ by R. Okay, capital R, because anywhere in the point it believes that the point is the point charges are at this point. So R will be capital R, that will be the radius. Okay, this is the condition when R is less than R. Okay, I hope this point is very much clear to you. Potential inside the surface or inside the charged sphere will always be equal. When it is outside, it will change itself, but when it is inside the sphere, it will always remain constant. Okay, so potential difference between any 2 points inside the sphere will be equal to 0. Okay, I hope this point is very clear to you. All the best. Keep studying. Keep moving ahead. Thank you.